Hello, my name is Allison. I'm a part-time reseller. In my free time, I enjoy finding undervalued items to see what I can sell and flip on Facebook, Mercari, and eBay. So today I'm going to talk about the things that I most enjoy reselling, which are vintage and collectible toys. I've had a really great week this week in sales, especially on Facebook and eBay. And that was in part due to a couple of really good hauls from some thrift stores around my town, and one really good sale at one local thrift store where they were offering buy one, get one free on toys. So I took that opportunity to stock up, and I also had a coupon. So I was able to get a lot of really great BOLO toy items at a really great cost. I'm going to share some of the things I had the best profit margins on this week, so you have an idea of things that you might look for when you are out. This first one might seem like an obvious one because most people are familiar with this, but it's American Girl dolls. When I had heard this as a resale opportunity before, I thought this seems so obvious, but I've never seen one at a thrift store before. So lucked out this week and stumbled across this doll who was just in a bin of dolls buried at the bottom. And I recognized her right away because I've sold this doll before. It is Kit, and she is an early American Girl doll when it was still the Pleasant Company. You can check that on the neck there. It says Pleasant Company. And she's in good shape for the most part. You know, her hair has not been cut, and it's still pretty nice. She does have a couple of stains on her chin and a few spots on her legs, and you can also see her leg joints are a little loose, but I do know that there is a way you can fix that. Her arms are still in pretty good shape, but I just tried to be really clear with my photos and the description to call out those few condition issues so that the buyer was aware. I paid $15 for the doll. She was wearing this dress. I listed the doll separately on Facebook and accepted an offer for $30 within the first 24 hours. So already made my money back, and between $10 and $15 once Facebook fees are removed on the doll alone. I then listed the dress separately. This dress is the Felicity Pleasant Company Meet Rose Garden dress. And it's in really great shape. No stains or tears or any sort of condition issues, especially given that it is an earlier dress. Tag says 1993, so it is one of the more desirable ones. So I listed the dress at $20. It does sometimes sell for a little more, $25 to $30, but I listed it on Facebook and just wanted a quick sale to be able to turn this around pretty quick. And it sold within the first 12 hours, and it's a very easy ship. Slip it in a poly bag or a bubble mailer, and shipping was included on both of these items. So I purchased these items for $15 together, and I sold them for a total of $50 plus shipping, so I profited about $30 once fees were removed. This next item is a brand of items I always really enjoy selling, which are the Disney Princess Little People collection. So these items in particular are some things I've just started learning more about, which are the Disney Parade floats, and each princess has a different float. So I did find these two together in a bag at a resale shop for $4.99. Not a huge profit margin on this one, as looks like they usually sell between 15 and 20, but I've marked them a little bit higher for now, as it appears that if you sell more of the parade set together, you can get a higher profit margin, where if you have a near complete set, you might get closer to 80 to 90. So I'm kind of holding on to these for now and hoping that if I keep my eyes peeled, I might be able to find more of the set out in the wild. At a different resale shop, I found another one of the Princess Parade floats, and this one is Mulan. And I was really shocked and excited when I looked up the comps on this one, and I got it as part of the buy one, get one toy sale at the thrift store. So it came out to about $2.25, and the resale comps on it are anywhere from 50 to 60, 70 if it's used and in good condition. This one is in like new condition, no chips or anything in the paint. And we'll even go as high as 80 or more if it is new in the package. So I have this one marked right now at $54.99, hoping to sell it for around $50. Bought a number of bags of Little People with lots of Disney items inside, so I will snatch these up in lots when I see little baggies full of them, and I will save them and organize them into groups, whether it's, you know, movie collections or entire princess lines, and sell those as lots, mostly on Facebook Marketplace. On Facebook Marketplace, Little People groups will go pretty quickly. Even, you know, non-Disney characters are pretty popular that will sell for about $10 for a lot of 5 for the Disney ones, sometimes more like 15 to 20 for a lot of, you know, 5 to 7. I got this Little People nativity set. It's the fence for around the nativity set for $6 in a bag at the thrift store. And it also included a few of the nativity animals, so I will probably piece these out as replacement parts. The well itself has gone for around $20. And then, you know, other parts between $5 to $15 as replacements. In these bags that I bought this week, I was able to put together a Frozen set. We have Anna and Elsa, Olaf, and Kristoff, and even an extra Anna. She's got 2 different hairstyles, so I included them all together. They're the newer model of Little People. They have a few paint chips, so I was clear with that in my photos, especially Olaf's nose is a little chipped. So I only paid about, you know, $3 or $4 when you break down the cost of, you know, the other Disney people that were included. So I put this for $10 on Facebook Marketplace, and it sold almost right away. I also was able to put together a pretty decent sized Cinderella set of Little People, and I sold that for $20 on Facebook Marketplace. And it has a couple of different Cinderellas, the blue dress, one I've never seen before, which is like her house clothes, and then a wedding dress one, as well as Prince Charming in 2 different outfits, one with a glass slipper, and a fairy godmother. So a pretty nice Cinderella set, sold for $20, probably about, you know, $5 into this. I also sold a set of newer model Disney princesses, these 3, and I believe a Cinderella and maybe a Belle. And those sold for $15 pretty quickly on Facebook Marketplace. Now, when I say I collect Little People, I might have a bit of a Little People problem. So these are all the ones I've been collecting. These are all Disney. These are other people and animals. And so I save them up and try to group them together into lots, especially if you can use Google Lens to identify what somebody might be from, if they're from a particular playset. I find that that is the most profitable way to sell them, as somebody might be looking for the replacement for a certain playset. You know, you might buy something at the children's resale shop and it didn't come with the right figures for it. So somebody might be looking to, you know, replace their figures for the castle. So that's the best way I found to sell those. And then, you know, similar with the Disney Little People. I am learning more about some of the little individual Bolo Little People to be on the lookout for. And this is one of the most exciting ones I've found so far, that she came in a lot of Little People that I bought, and she is a Halloween mom. And she has resold, it looks like, depending on the season, for, you know, $12 to $20. So I might hang on to her until closer to Halloween, but I might hang on to her to sell her closer to Halloween when she might be a little more valuable, but I might just go ahead and post her soon because she's just pretty fun. These next items I was really tempted to keep for myself. These are very much a toy from my childhood, which are Troll Dolls by Russ Berry. I got a bag of 5 Valentine's Day trolls in the buy one get one free toy sale. They were originally $10, so they ended up being about $5 for the bag, so $1 per troll. They're all in really great shape. It appears like they were just kept as a collector's item, don't appear to have been played with, very pristine condition. I posted them all right away since Valentine's Day is only about 2 weeks away. And these three, within 24 hours, I got an offer of $35.99 each. There were comps in the past for about $40 for most of them. One of them, I didn't even see a comp for the XOXO. They each say something different. They're in very good shape. And I accepted that offer as I just wanted to make a quick sale in time for Valentine's Day. And it was all to the same buyer, so I can ship them together, and just a very quick, easy sale from $3 of investment to $107, nearly $100 in profit. The other two trolls in this lot were this boy and girl troll that say you're very special. Their clothes are in great shape. Hair's in good shape. The only condition issue was it looks like maybe this troll doll took their romantic Valentine's Day a little too close to the flame and had just to the ends a little singe. So I just described that clearly in my listing and included some photos, and I was able to mostly brush out that issue anyway. So these two dolls have not sold yet, but I have them listed for $25 for the set. Altogether, $5 in for these troll dolls, and I'm hoping to make a total of about $135, well over $100 in profit. This next item I got at a resale shop, which is a cloth topsy-turvy Anna Elsa Frozen doll. So when you rotate her dress, she flips from one doll to the other. It's in really great shape. No condition issues, and it is a Disney Parks item. Anytime I see a tag on something, especially even if it's just Disney, but especially if it's Disney Parks, it tends to be something that's a little more desirable, a little less common. So I have her listed for $24.99, and I bought her for $3.99. This is a bolo item I've been on the lookout for and always heard talked about by other resellers and wasn't sure if I would recognize it in the wild. But that is a Breyer horse. So this one, I believe, is called the Fell Pony. I got it for $1.99 at the thrift store, and it sold within 24 hours for $23.50. I accepted the offer from my posting of $25. Again, just hoping to make a fast sale and move on to more inventory. If you frequently look at toys and, come across a lot of horses in that, that they all just have a sort of similar feeling. They're pretty lightweight, and the details aren't super fine. And as soon as I saw this horse in the bin at the thrift store, it just immediately stood out to me that it was of a different quality and caliber. So it was very easy to recognize immediately as a Breyer horse. I, used Google Lens to take a picture of it, and it immediately pulled up some comps on eBay. But then I also confirmed that it was Breyer by looking around for the label or the imprint, which is under the leg here where it does say Breyer. So another awesome sale from $2 to $23. This next item is a brand I've always heard of, but I'm not very familiar with all the products in the line. So I saw this available for sale at the resale shop. I paid up a little bit for it. It was $30 for this house plus one additional, and this is Calico Critters. This is the Elegant Manor, and it came with a number of pieces, these pieces that are in here and a few others, a little bunny, a couple of chairs, a bed, which I don't have here, a table, and a little porch that extends out on the front. I paid $30 for this and the other house, which you see behind me here. And I got an offer for this one for $42 on Facebook Marketplace within a few days. So I accepted that since that already made back the money I'd spent, plus a few dollars of profit. And so now I have this, it's called the Raspberry Home behind me, which also has some of the baby items like a baby carriage, a crib, some school type toys, and a couple of little baby bunnies in it. I have it listed for sale for $25, so that one will be full profit when it sells. Here is the Raspberry Home up close. In the pictures I've seen of it boxed new, it just comes with this little slide, but it also had a number of these different nursery items in here, and 3 little baby calico critters, cat, a bear, and a bunny. And if you're not sure, if you get some of these little pieces and you think they might be calico critters, you can look closely on the bottom and it'll say Epoch, EPOCH. There is another brand that is very similar called Woodsies that doesn't quite have quite the resale value that the calico critters do. So check for that Epoch to see if it is a calico critters. Here's the front side of the Raspberry Home too. This next item is one I've heard mentioned a lot or seen other people resell, and that is the Sweet Streets Fisher Price Loving Family Beach House. I got this for $5.99 at the thrift store. The comps on it are anywhere from $30 to $45, depending on how many accessories you have included with it. So let me show you a few of the items that came with this one. The sides rotate out like this. This one does have a little bit of wear that you see. There's some paint chipping. So again, I just tried to be really clear on the condition of the house. But it does include 3 of these people, a couple different, a bunk bed, a regular bed, a couch, a pretty good amount of accessories. So I expect this to sell for about $35. Here's the couch. So I'm $6 in, hoping to sell for $35 for a profit of $25 to $30. This next Little People item is another Disney one, but this is not Disney Princess. This is from A Day at Disney, which is a Disney World type Little People playset. And I bought it specifically for the parts that were included, as I saw that the replacements had a pretty good resale value. So these were all the parts that came with it. This little teacup ride that spins. This one sells for about $20, $25. I currently have that listed for $24.99 on eBay. This little blue train car has sold on eBay for $15 to $20. I have it listed for, I believe, $18.99 right now. I've had a lot of watchers on it, but no purchase yet. And then it also came with these 2 figures, Eddie in the mouse ears and Mickey Mouse. And I have these 2 listed together for $15. So I believe I paid $10 for the whole set. Hoping to get $15 for this, $15 to $20 for the train, $20 to $25 for this. All totaled, I will have spent about $10 and hopefully profit $50. Maybe even will resell the playset part, although that would be a difficult ship. So that might be more of a local sale. These dolls are all of the clip dolls. See that each of their skirts has a little clip, like a butterfly clip. So I'm listing all of these dolls together. I believe there are 9 of them that I'm going to list for $25 as a lot. And then I also have 3 similar ones that do not have the same clip skirt. They are just more of the Polly Pocket style rubber clothes that I will list these for probably $8 to $10. So $3 into all of these dolls, and I'm hoping to get back $30 to $35. So these next items were all in a bag together. They're all from a Disney Animators collection, and they're all from Frozen. So I recognized these right away that they were some sort of an Anna or Elsa. These sell for about $15 to $20. This little Olaf, I haven't been able to identify exactly yet, even with Google Lens. I think he might be a cake topper, but he might just be a little action figure as well. So probably just going to list him separately for $5 to $7. And then I have this whole set of Animators Littles, where there's these very cute little beds, a little mini Anna and Elsa, this little creature whose name I'm not sure of, and a little Sven and Olaf. So I'm probably going to list those for $15 as a full set with the house they came with. They usually sell for $20 to $25. So since I don't have the house, I will sell a little cheaper. And then it also came with these 2 little mini versions of the others that I've seen comps on these for even $10 to $15 just for these 2 little pieces. So I'm $3 into this bag of frozen items, and I'm hoping to sell them for at least a total of $40. This next item was kind of unusual. It is the Target Bullseye Party Safari animals. So I got this set of 4 for $2.99 at the thrift store in a bag. And people often ask me, how do I recognize when something at the store might be valuable? And I just look for things that are unique and stand out. So obviously this lion in a party hat stood out to me. So I took a picture with Google Lens, and it quickly pulled up some comps that sold sets of these for $20 to $25, depending on how many animals you had included. So I have this 4 set listed for $19.99 on eBay, and I have invested $2.99 into them. One other item I got in one of my bags of Little People this weekend was this seal. And I can tell by looking at the bottom, it says Zoo Talkers, but it also just has sort of a different base than most of the Little People. And this goes to a zoo where I think you put these in and it somehow reads it like a computer chip. So these are pretty valuable depending on the animal and depending on how many you have. So this I will just kind of set aside into my collection of Little People items, and I'll save it to sell up in a lot of Zoo Talkers. But Zoo Talkers are something to always be on the lookout for. Thanks for sticking around. This is my first YouTube video. I've been reselling for a couple of years, and I've learned so much from all of the people that I watch on YouTube and their reselling journey. So I'm grateful to them, and I want to share everything that I've learned or continuing to learn in this reselling business with all of you. So thanks for bearing with me for my first video, and I look forward to talking to you more about reselling toys. Thanks for sticking through the video. This is my first YouTube video for my reselling business. I've been reselling for a few years, but I have always wanted to get into sharing my knowledge through YouTube, and this is my first attempt at it. I've learned a lot over the years by watching people like the Crazy Lamp Lady and the Homeschooling Picker, and I'm very grateful to all the knowledge they've shared that I have extended into my business. So I want to share everything that I am learning as well with you, and appreciate you bearing with me for this first video, and look forward to talking to you next time about what I'm reselling in the world of old toys.